Imagine dropping $8,000 on 2 sealed boxes of cards, and you're only getting 10 cards. Okay, so this is the last Ohtani base.
Oh, wow.
Pretty good.
Ohtani, we have jersey numbers 17 and 25.
Okay.
We got the one off, his number.
If you like reaction videos like this, drop a like, give me a comment. Would you spend the money on an ultra premium product like this? Let me know, and let's go. Hey everyone, it is Pat from Pat Collects. I am actually a math teacher by day, and so this is our very first episode of Math Teacher Reacts, and today we're going to be looking at Packman's video. Thanks to him, shout out to him. Link for his video is going to be down in the description, and we're going to be looking at his opening of the 2025 MVP collection with Shohei Ohtani and Aaron Judge. Okay, so Aaron Judge, he's going to react to it here, right? This is an Aaron Judge out of 25, all right? And so this is actually a fairly good base parallel to get. Let me bring up my spreadsheet here. I'll just look at it. And so this is a part of the kanji language rainbow foil. Now, obviously with Judge, they're not going to have the kanji language on there. Those are for Ohtani, but this is a part of that grouping. So I guess you can call this a rainbow foil, but you'll notice it doesn't have his name there. So it says All Rise as opposed to Aaron Judge. So I don't know what all of those cards look like, but obviously there's some sort of a variation there with the name. That's what they're doing with it. It's a pretty good hit right here, actually. The probability, so let's actually talk about a couple of numbers here. The probability of hitting it out of 25 on these is around 33% on these boxes. So it's a pretty good shot at getting it out of 25 on these, all right? And so let's see what else he gets. This is actually one of the better parallels I think he could have gotten from this box. Let's see what he gets next. Okay, so he's going on the left side here, which is Ohtani. There we are.
Ohtani to 50. 2025 MVP. And will they do it again this year? We will see. Hey, Ohtani to
Let's
50.
go back and let's look at the card here. Okay, so this is an out of 50. Out of 50s, you have around, what did I have? 65.29% chance of hitting it out of 50 of whether it's Ohtani or Judge. All right, so you have a really good shot at getting one of these just in any box. So again, better than an out of 99. And out of 99 is almost guaranteed to get per box. I believe, based on my calculations, they actually produced more out of 99s than boxes that were released. So I think they have some just in storage for damaged cards or whatever and things like that. I don't know how they allocate everything, but I based the number of boxes on total hits because every box is guaranteed a hit. And so that's kind of what I based on the total boxes produced, which I had, just in case anyone's curious, I had that at around 3,829 total boxes produced. That's where I have that. And so this one's a fairly nice hit. This one is it's the 50, so it's the gold. Pretty good card. Let's see what his next one is.
And we pulled a big time hit in that one.
Okay, it looks like he's going to go for a Judge.
Top 10 fold of the year vid. There we are. Next one.
I mean, you want out of 10, you want an out of 5 something.
We have
out of 35. Okay.
35. Aaron Judge.
Okay, so out of 35, that is which one is that? That's the blue foil. Okay, the blue foil on those. Again, fairly nice. You'd rather have any of these than out of 99s, all right, on this super expensive product. So yeah, not a bad card. Obviously, Ohtanis are going to have a premium over Judges. We'll look at some of those prices. We'll see what some of those things look like here when we break down some of these actual cards. But there you go, out of 35. Let's see what he has next here. So I think he has one more Ohtani. Okay, so this is the last Ohtani base.
Oh, wow.
Pretty good.
Ohtani, we have jersey numbers 17 and 25.
Okay.
We got the one off, his number
Okay, so out of 25, really good one. I think the out of 25, let me look at my stuff. That's the orange foil, right? You have 2 out of 25s. You have the orange foil or you have the kanji language rainbow foil. This one's the orange foil. Jersey number. Let me know your thoughts in the comments about that. Does jersey number impact? Do you think there's a premium for jersey number? I don't know. I don't know if I would really pay a ton extra for that, but maybe. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on that one. So this one, I think the base cards he got here are actually pretty good. He didn't get any out of 99s, but he didn't get any out of 5s or out of 10s either. Those are the big boys, right? Or any one of ones. And so he kind of was probably better than normal on those. But let's see what the hit he has. So you get 4 of these base cards or base parallels, and then you get a hit. Now the hits are interesting. All right. So let's watch him pull this, and I'm going to give you some numbers on the types of hits you can expect from this. Okay, so he's going to pull the hit out here. Now the hits are numbered to 75 or lower. So the most common one is out of 75. All right. See what he gets here. The most common is getting a relic too. Just getting a relic straight up. Ohtani.
We have Ohtani. Angels Ohtani. To 75.
Okay, yeah.
Game used bat. Game worn bat. Wow.
Yeah, so out of 75 here, this is, I think, the purple. And I did notice this here, right? So it says game worn. I don't know. I don't know about that. For such a high-end product, I hope the bat wouldn't say game worn. But anyway, so this one right here, the most common hit you can get. In fact, the probability of getting a relic, right? No auto, nothing, just a relic, is around 93% chance. I mean, so that's that's what you're probably going to get. If you get anything other than just a relic, then you're in rarefied air at that point. Okay, so super common, very basic box for the most part. All right, so here's actually a sale of that card. Actually, it's not. I don't know if it's the exact same serial number. This one sold for around 180 or 190, which seems low. And I don't know if that's because it's an Angels uniform. I actually really think maybe it's because it's the game worn bat. Maybe that is part of it. Let me bring up some other ones that are also Ohtani out of 75s and show you some of those prices. But like this said, this one went for about like 190. Here's another one out of 75. This is Jersey Dodgers 2025. Right. This one went closer to about $400 for this card. And so again, those relics, right? This is kind of, again, a fairly basic relic out of 75. It's the most common one you can get. This one for 400. I don't know why the other one went for so much cheaper. Again, it could be the bat and the whole game worn thing. I don't know. This one's not like jersey number or anything like that. And so this one went for about 400. Okay, just to give you a little bit of difference between the Ohtani Judge prices, this one went for about $100. Yeah, to 75 here. All right, and so that's what you're expecting. So if you're pulling a Judge relic, you're getting cooked. Like you're totally cooked on those on the box price. Okay, it's just plain and simple how it is. Even on the Ohtanis, you're basically cooked, especially if you spent secondary market prices of $4,000 for these boxes. All right, yeah, you're in trouble. And again, like I said, there's a 93% chance you're hitting something like this. Now, if you can get like a super short print on this, then you're way better off. Okay, so this card right here is probably obviously one of the best relics you can get. It's the out of 10 black dual. There's only one of these cards like with both of them on it, right? The probability of hitting this is 0.26% chance. This card right here sold for around $1,000. And so you're spending, and so the chances of even hitting this and getting half your money back, right, is less than 1% chance of even hitting that. So just crazy probability numbers. It's so interesting looking at these numbers and putting them down. Okay, so what'd you think about box one? I'm going to put some numbers up here about his return on investment. It's definitely negative, right? Even if you bought this at $2,000 on the pre-sale, it's still a negative return on investment. So I'll put some of those numbers up there. It's interesting to look at. This is definitely a gamble going into this. What do you think about this? Would you take this risk on these or not? Let's go ahead and look at the next box. Okay, so here he is pulling the first base or base parallel out. Let's see what he hits.
Again to 25.
Okay.
Ohtani.
All right, so in orange, again, that's good, right? You're really hoping for Ohtani, and you're really hoping for an Ohtani out of 10 or out of 5 or 1 of 1. So out of 25 is good. Again, I'll put some numbers up about some of the values here with these, but it's solid. It's better than an out of 99. Again, you're almost guaranteed to get an out of 99. We'll see if he gets one on this box, because they produced quite a few of those, right? But let's see what he gets next. So
Dodgers this time. 22, my favorite number.
Looks great. Looks
Orange,
great
nice.
with the orange, honestly. So some of these might sell better just because of the
so he's good.
How the colors look, how they look.
All right.
So
now I'm curious. Judge time.
Okay, let's look at this Judge here.
We have 2
out of 70 purple, 75.
2022 MVP.
Better than out of 99.
28.75.
But again,
bang. I think Austin Wells jersey number. We did it.
Probably a fairly inexpensive card, like if you were to sell it.
Let's go Ohtani again. I'm actually, call me crazy, encouraged so far.
Okay, he's probably saying that because this isn't great, right? So like that's why he's probably saying he's encouraged, because maybe you're going to get an out of 5 or a 1 of 1 or something because the other stuff isn't the best. Well, let's see what he gets here. Okay.
99.
Out of 99. The most, again, you're almost guaranteed to get an out of 99. If you don't get an out of 99 on this box, that's actually fairly uncommon. They have produced so many of this, tons and tons of out of 99s. I believe more of them than actually boxes that they released. So I think they actually have extras of those, right? For whatever reason they can use them for. But super common to get those. Super common. I'm actually curious about the prices on the Ohtani out of 99s. So here we are. Even like the Ohtani out of 99s are going for about like $200, right? But again, that's the Ohtani premium. Ohtani stuff it just costs more. All right, let's see what a Judge one will go for, an out of 99 Judge. So this one's an out of 99 Judge. This one went for about $100, which is crazy that it went for about the same price as some of his relics out of 75. That's interesting. So I don't know. Anyway, some people don't like relics too, just like straight up relics. Some people don't like them.
Ohtani, and it's
so going back to his video
6'7"
here
of 99. That's bigger than jersey number.
6'7". Oh my goodness.
Guys, next singles auction.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, I gotta pause. I'm a math teacher. Believe me, I've heard the 6'7" thing all year. Okay. And the sad thing is he's probably not wrong about that. Someone will probably pay a premium just for 6'7" on that. So anyway, that's about probably $200 card. So, and if you got the pre-sale $2,000 box, I don't know. Interesting. But again, you get some massive hits in this, if you're super lucky. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so Judge here. Let's see what he gets for the Judge.
And
out of 17.
Judge to 17. Oh, we're cooked. All right, never mind.
Okay, so out of 17, this is, I think, the rose gold, I believe. I'll throw up some prices on kind of what these have gone for. But again, nothing crazy. That's actually his lowest print run that he's pulled so far. It would have been awesome if that was an Ohtani. And what an Ohtani. In fact, let's check that out. Okay, so here's an Ohtani. Not the best picture. This is an Ohtani out of 17, though. And this one went for around $600, right? So pretty good price for the lower you're getting this like multiplier in value. Okay, comparison. This is a Judge, went for about a 150. Okay, and you're gonna have some variability in there, and I've noticed a lot of people, and this is probably smart actually, grading these, because if you do get a 10 on them or even a 9, it does give it a slight increase in value. 10s definitely give it a huge increase in value. So I've noticed a lot of them, but this one right here, essentially just an encased card, about 150 for the Judge. Ohtani, way more on these, as is to be expected. Okay, let's see what he gets here on the hit. You got it to be Ohtani. Okay, it's Judge. It's not an auto.
No auto. Hits did not hit.
Out of 75 as well, right? So again, the most common one you can get. We already looked at some numbers on this. Let's look at a couple of more. Just the probability of getting a relic is 93%. For getting, did I have out of 75 relic? Over 40%. Right. So you have a really good shot at just getting a out of 75 relic. So I'll put some numbers up here on that box number 2, and what the return was on that. Return on investment, again, definitely negative. And the thing with both these boxes, they're both pretty typical, which I think is interesting. I actually appreciate that about Packman's channel. Yeah, he opens a lot of cool stuff, but just opening typical boxes. That's what you're gonna get, right? He's not pulling any crazy one of one autos or anything out of there. Which if he did, awesome on him. But yeah, just getting typical boxes with that one, which is again what you should expect. So what do we think about this product? Is this product worth it when you have a 93% chance of just getting a relic and probably numbered to 75? Right? So, yeah, if you get a one of one relic, okay, yeah, that's gonna help out a little bit, okay? But as we saw before, even the out of 10 dual relic was a $1,000 card. It's a $2,000 product, pre-sale, $4,000 product, secondary market. So, what are your thoughts on that? So, we're gonna leave it at that and keep ripping out there, but be smart about it. And until next time, have a great one.